Welcome. This is now the third attempt to get this video ready. The shop noise was so loud that I'm gonna have to voice over it because I didn't want it to be annoying. But welcome to the channel. This is a new channel. I've been wanting to start doing this video series for a while, and this is kind of an introduction. You're looking at some rough that I received these three pieces yesterday. The two larger pieces left and top are really gemmy. The one in the middle is also very nice, but it's a little bit more straightforward, and I wanted to see how these were going to face and how I should, especially that one, to see how it's angled. It's going to be tough to get that one on the right angle. As you can see, we are at a starting weight of 4.9, I believe. 4.9. The other two are about 6 carats. So we'll see what kind of a yield we get on this one. You can see when I pick it up here that the color bar is angled on this one, which makes it a little bit difficult because I'm going to have to take that peak off up there. See right there, that color bar is angled right across. So I'm going to have to take the peak top and bottom off to be able to get a stone out of it. But let's head out to the shop. Hopefully I've got all the shop noise edited out. Sounds like I probably do. I don't have a cabbing machine yet. I do make knives, and so that's why I have some 2x72 grinders available. I have some new belts coming tomorrow, and they'll be a lot better. This is a used, wore out belt that I'm using just to kind of start roughing it out. I have to be very careful. I keep the belt wet. You'll see here in a minute how. But I have to be very careful, just kind of tickling it and starting to rough it out. I had already cut the base of it just by hand, and then I dopped it up because I didn't want it to, trust me, this thing can fling stuff into the concrete below, and so I didn't want that to happen. So I have it dopped up with Riley Gun's dopping kit right there, the UV glue. It works really good. If you just give it just a little bit, maybe 5 or 10 seconds of UV light, it kind of gets gummy enough to really hold well, but pops off very readily without any danger of damaging the stone. I really like it. So now I'm just starting to rough it out. I was going to go for an oval, but if you can see, because I had to cut top and bottom off, we're really lopsided on the face, as in there's little dips and divots. To be able to get it as big as possible, and also to get it down to a nice dome, I had to go round, which that's okay. It wasn't a calibrated cut. It was just the largest round that I could get out of it. I'm looking at it from the edge here. I really think this, if I could have faced this off the edge, it just really pops on the edge and not quite as bright off the face. But the way this one was broke, and I would have ended up with something much smaller. And so I didn't really feel like I had a choice. So here I am on the finer grit belt. I just basically, right now, I'm just using 2 belts, and I videoed me polishing this with the Dremel and felt and cerium oxide, and that video didn't work. So this is there. You can see that's how I keep my belt wet. As long as it's flinging water up into my face, I know I got it wet enough. The stone stays cool, and I don't have any dust problems. But anyway, this channel is something I've been wanting to start for a while now. I've started into the opals, and like any of you watching this, got absolutely fascinated by them. I've learned a lot of lessons. I've learned that you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars and not end up with anything but a big pile of sand and garbage if you're not careful. So I wanted to pass on a lot of those lessons to you. And any of you that have experience with this, you can share your comments and tips and tricks as well. But I'm going to start doing a video series of some of the ups and downs of getting into opal roughing and cabbing and that stuff. And hopefully we can learn together and share and help each other. So you can see this is really starting to look good. Lots of reds and yellows and blues, orange. There it is, finished. It's got color from every direction. I really think that if I could get the other 2 cut right, they'll really pop and be much brighter, because the one is like 10 times brighter than this one. But I mean, this one is still a very bright, pretty, colorful gem, and I'm not at all displeased. The bottom cut perfectly. If I had just maybe another millimeter of thickness, I would have gone for two-sided because there's nothing in it. There's no reason why I couldn't. I still probably could get two-sided, but I would rather have the thickness that I've got here. I think it's perfect, and it's going to be a really nice one. But here we go. Here's the finished product. We started with 4.9 carats. What kind of a yield did I get? How efficient was my cut? We ended up with 1.75. There we go. Welcome everybody to the channel. Subscribe, please, and let's go on this Odyssey together.